Yo, this is by far the toughest versus video I think I've ever had to do here on the channel. You got $2,500 to $3,000 to spend. Is it the Samsung S95C that has quantum dot OLED technology, or is it the LG G3 with that new MLA technology? Trust me, y'all, I get it. You don't want to spend wrong and then go ahead and regret it later. In this video right here, I'm going to be breaking everything down so that way you're getting the one that is right for you. So before we get into this video here, man, I have to send a huge shout out to my Best Buy family for sponsoring today's video. You guys already know, man, they are family on this channel, and literally it's the only place that I go, and I've told y'all time and time again, I buy all of my tech products, including all of the TVs that you guys see me review here on the channel, because literally they the only ones out there that's got the best prices. Your boy loves saving money. How y'all think I can afford to get all these TVs there on the channel? Because of Best Buy's top deals. They got deals on TVs like LG and Samsung brands that I have here behind me, computers, some dope headphones, smartphones, gaming, as well as I got this TV here on a top deals. I'm gonna be giving away this TV here later in this video to a random person. There's gonna be more on that later. I highly recommend you guys check out Best Buy's top deals. I'll have a link directly down in the description section below for you guys to check out. Major shout out to Best Buy for sponsoring today's video. Check out the links down below. Let's go ahead and dive right into this design. Now, when it comes to both of these TVs, I felt like build quality on both of these were legit. They both had that same slim bezel-less-like design, and because of that thin design, it's gonna look good on any wall that you guys plan on putting it on. Now, one major difference that is worth pointing out is that the LG G3, it does come with the gapless wall mount included in the box for the price that you guys are already paying, which I personally thought was a nice touch on LG's part that's gonna help save you guys more money. And let's be honest, these TVs ain't cheap nowadays, and I'll have links for you guys for the best prices down in the description section below. They're gonna be Best Buy links because you already know I'm all about putting money back into your pockets. I told you, I got you. Unlike with the S95C, you're gonna have to get the wall mount bracket on your own because it doesn't come with it. But with the S95C, it does come with the desk entertainment stand that you can put together. And if I'm being honest, I really wasn't the biggest fan of putting that stand together. I felt like the instructions really wasn't that clear to understand, and it just kind of was a headache. But there is one good thing that I do like about it when it comes to the design of the S95C is that you get the One Connect box that has all of the inputs in it, which is a good thing because this is going to allow you to easily hide all of those cables to get that clean overall look. It's only one cable. Like, I got the cable right here. It's only one cable that you guys have to plug into your TV, and then that's it. You can plug all of your inputs, your Xboxes, PlayStation, all of that right into that box, and then you don't have to plug anything else up to the TV. It's so seamless, y'all. And one thing that I like that Samsung did do is they gave you two different length cables to be able to plug that box into, so that way you don't have to worry about, you know, not having enough cable or having too much cable to be able to kind of hide the wires. But if you're somebody like me and you like, well, I want to have it on a stand, then in that case, the S95C is probably going to be the winner for you because the stand is built strong. But like I said, it wasn't the easiest to put together. Matter of fact, I recommend this stand here that I bought from this site. I actually used with the LG G3 because it was just way easier to put together, and I'll have that link for you guys down in the description section below. I highly recommend it for either one of these TVs. It's so much better to set up. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about the remotes. Now, when it comes to these remote controls on both of these TVs, I gotta say, I actually prefer the LG remote here over Samsung's remote because of the ease of use and how well it works with LG's WebOS TV software over something like Samsung's Tizen software. But with the S95C controller, it does allow you guys to recharge it using solar energy on the back here, or you can use USB-C, which I thought was, you know, a nice and different touch. Whereas with the LG remote control, it just uses normal batteries here that you just put here on the back. With LG, you do get the whole pointer feature where if you shake the remote control, it's gonna allow you guys to be able to control it on a TV. Now, it's not a new feature at all, but I do feel like it is something that's useful. Also, one of the biggest issues that I have with Samsung's S95C remote control is the fact that it doesn't have dedicated input buttons. Like, I've seen a lot of you guys comment down on my unboxing video that you didn't really like that feature either, and trust me, I'm right there with y'all, because to me it just don't make sense why they didn't put input buttons on this remote control. So hopefully in the next iteration we get that. Now, both of these TVs here do offer 4 2.1 HDMI ports as well as low latency when it comes to gaming, but on the S95C, I did have an issue with my audio being delayed when I first plugged in my PlayStation and just gaming on it right out of the box.
I mean, the colors look good, but the lag right now is pretty crazy. You can see it right here when I tap. I have to figure that out.
But shout out to J Blake S23 who commented on how to fix this issue because he was actually having the same issue. So if you guys are ever having this issue when your gaming audio on your gaming console is not in sync with the S95C, then all you gotta do is this. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
All right, so you got your gaming system set up. So right here, I'm on my PlayStation 5. So you wanna go ahead and go to settings. And then in settings, you're gonna go down to sound. And then you're gonna scroll down to 3D audio for TV speakers. Now here you wanna make sure you have enabled 3D audio for TV speakers turned on. Go down to measure room acoustics using TV speakers. It's gonna go ahead and measure your room acoustics from your PS5 using the remote controller here that you guys have, and it's gonna sync it to your television. Press next, and then you wanna hold the controller eye level while it's going through its test. So we're gonna go ahead and start the measurements. Then once it completes that, now your room acoustics have been measured and you should be good to go.
Now both of these TVs here also offer a lot of smart home features, like if you guys with LG and you either have a stove or a dishwasher that's part of LG's ThinQ brand, then you guys are going to be able to control it through the dashboard on the TV. Same thing goes for Samsung. If you guys are like me, you have a dishwasher as well as a washer and dryer that's part of Samsung Smart Things, then you guys can also control and access them on the Samsung S95C. If that matters to you, then I would say this: stay with the TV on whichever ecosystem that you guys are already a part of if you want to have access to those smart home features. Now, when it comes to audio, both of these TVs here is going to support Dolby Atmos pass-through, but the S95C does not support DTX audio. I just need y'all to keep that in mind. Now, if I'm being honest, I recommend that either way you guys go with some type of external speakers with this, maybe something like a Sonos or Sony soundbar, because the audio coming out of both of these, I'll just say if you are in a small room, then you might be able to get away with just the TV speakers, but sound quality is just okay from both of them. Like, I'm able to get away with it in this space, but I feel like it kind of lacks the bass or that punch that I personally like. I was a little disappointed on the S95C based on how dope the speakers look on the back of the TV. Like, it looks like if you turn that thing on, it's gonna have that kick to it. You know, I just felt like it had the look but didn't deliver. Next thing I want to touch on is picture quality. Which one is better? Because look, I know this is probably the real question. This is the real reason why you're here and this is what you want to know. Well, look, I'm gonna be honest with you like this.
Someone's at the front door doorbell.
Hold that thought. I promise y'all we're gonna get back to the picture quality. The delivery driver that I told y'all about that I'm giving this TV away to, they just got here. So let's go ahead upstairs. Let's go surprise them with tipping them this brand new Samsung 4K TV from my good people over at Best Buy. Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, bro? Oh, this is the one? All right, bet. Big front joint. Oh yeah, perfect, bro. You ever heard of like Best Buy Top Deals?
You said Top Deals? Nah, I never heard of that. Like, what is it?
Yeah, they got like some dope deals and stuff like that on like, cause even these was like on sale. Yeah, they got discounts on everything, man, from TVs to smartphones to headphones to kitchen appliances, and they even got gaming gear on there too, man. So yeah, man, it's pretty dope. They got some really good stuff, man. You should definitely check it out. Do you accept tips?
Yeah, they usually come through the app, man.
You don't mind if I just get a tipping? Okay, all right, cool. I had another thing that I got on there. They had like $100 off. Might be able to use it. It's a 4K TV, Samsung. They had it for $100 off on Best Buy site, but this is yours, man.
What?
It's all for you, bro.
You giving me a TV, really?
Yeah, dead serious, bro. This is for you, man.
You know,
Yeah, man. Best Buy had top. Oh no, bro, you good, man. Best Buy had it's kind of heavy. Best Buy had top deals, man. They had this TV for like $100 off, bro. And so they had it on their top deals. I scooped up like 2 of them, so I was like, well, I'll just give one away if you want it. It's all you, though. You should definitely check out their top deals, man. They got some fire stuff on there. Yeah, dead serious, bro. Honestly, bro, I didn't even need the AirPods. It's literally, I just needed to get somebody here just so I can just get the TV away.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Hey, have a blessed day, bro.
Whew. All right, y'all, I'm back. I always enjoy doing things like that, man. Just something about just doing something good for others when they are just least expecting it. When I turned the cameras off, man, Buddy was hype, man. So shout out to him, y'all. Who knows? Next time I might be picking somebody who can comment in the comment section right now. Hashtag Best Buy Squad, you know. Little hint, hint. Let's go ahead and get back to this picture quality. Now, I'll be honest, man. It's tough to just give an overall answer because there's things in the G3 that's better than the S95C and vice versa. So let's go ahead and start off with the brightness, right? To me, hands down, this is where I felt like the LG G3 just shines the most. On the past OLED models, a lot of you guys out there complain about OLED panels not being like bright enough, right? So LG came up with the MLA technology that basically fixed that problem without sacrificing on color accuracy. If you guys are somebody out there who plans on having your TV in a bright living room space, then the LG G3, I feel like is the one for you. This is not to say that the Samsung S95C brightness is bad because, be honest, it's not. Now, the next thing I want to bring up in the picture quality space is color accuracy and sharpness, because this to me is one of the most important things when it comes to picture quality. You can't just be watching something and then you got people's skin looking like Oompa Loompas out here. Now, instantly I noticed off top that the Samsung S95C colors look really, like, I mean really good, and it seems to shine more than the LG G3. Now, I do recommend that you guys tone down the saturation just a little bit on the S95C because Samsung does tend to lean a little heavy on saturation levels at times, and that's just not with their TVs. That's even with their smartphones as well. But once you guys dial it back just a little bit, man, I felt like the colors just pop right off the screen. Now, this was actually the first TV I've ever experienced quantum dot technology with, and let me tell you, QD OLED panels is 100% the truth, and it is definitely worth the money in my opinion. When it comes to the LG G3, I think the picture quality is also good here as well. This is why it's tough for me. So to wrap things up when it comes to picture quality, right? I'm gonna say this. If you guys are wanting like that bright as well as sharper display with solid colors, then I would look at something like the LG G3. But if you guys are wanting more of that saturated and vibrant colors that just pop right off the screen, just look so good, y'all, then I would go with the Samsung S95C. To me, it's a dope option to pick up. Each one, honestly, it looks fire on their own. Now, another thing that was interesting to me was understanding that Dolby Vision is just not offered on the Samsung S95C, but it is offered on the LG G3. Now, before you guys go spamming down in the comments saying, hey, there's no way that they should create a QD OLED panel without Dolby Vision, look, I get it. Trust me. At first, I was in that same boat with you. I was like, Samsung, why would you not add support for this on your higher end TVs? And to be fair, with my research, if it's correct, Sony's new A95L is actually going to be the first QD OLED panel that's going to have Dolby Vision included with it. So, you know, we're going to hopefully see all of that goodness in its glory. Now, I watched a lot of content on both of these TVs that were Dolby Vision on the LG G3, and then I watched HDR10 and HDR10 Plus on the S95C. And I'm going to be straight up with y'all, right? I didn't really notice that much of a difference that would actually deter me in picture quality to just write off the Samsung S95C just because it doesn't offer Dolby Vision. And honestly, y'all, I think this is a move that they did to help keep the price more competitive to the G3 price range. I feel like Samsung is leaning on its vibrant color producing QD OLED panel to be able to compete with LG's G3 MLA OLED panel, which to me, I feel like is a smart move because if I'm being honest, that's not a major deal breaker to me. Now, yes, would I have liked the S95C to support Dolby Vision? Absolutely. Like, don't get it twisted and let me sit up here and act like I wouldn't have wanted all of that goodness and glory into this TV. But I personally thought that it still looked good with the movies that I watched. And trust me, y'all, your boy watched a whole lot of movies and probably too many, but the quality is so good that I couldn't help but just keep staring at both of these screens. I'm just being honest. Oh, and the last thing before we actually move on to gaming that I want to mention, and let's talk about the SDR content like cable TV and stuff like that, because I know a lot of you guys watch that and a lot of you guys are going to ask in the comments. I didn't notice that one handled it better over the other. The upscaling to me seemed to do its job, and trust me, I tried my best, and I'm talking pixel peeping. I tried my best to find a difference, and honestly, I just couldn't. I watch a lot of HDR app-based content that looks extremely good, because if I'm buying a TV of any one of these calibers, I have to experience the quality in its full glory of what I'm paying for. So, you know, take that for what it is. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about gaming on both of these. Now, you all know this is my favorite area when it comes to TVs. The quality of gaming on the LG G3, it looks fire on this TV, y'all, because the G3 gets brighter than the S95C, which can sometimes make you feel like the picture quality is better. Felt like it was easier to see enemies in dark corners, which can give you that competitive advantage in games like Call of Duty or other first-person shooters. But I do feel in some ways like, how is that really often used? Is that really a factor? Because when it comes to gaming on the S95C, it was also a dope experience. And in my opinion, color accuracy wise looks better on the S95C when you have them side by side. But when it comes to using and navigating through the game settings menu, this is where I felt like it was the most frustrating thing to me on the S95C. I felt like a bunch of options were disabled when you guys clicked on it, and it just gives you a disable message but doesn't really tell you how to actually enable it. This is hands down where I felt like the LG G3, I just felt like it was just a whole lot easier to access, to be able to switch different settings than it was on the S95C. Now, to most people, that might not actually be a deal breaker, but to me, usability, y'all, is a huge part for me liking a TV. And in this case, this is where I felt like the S95C lost it for me in a major way. A good user experience scores big points for me, y'all. And I have to say, navigating, I felt like the S95C is just not it when it comes to gaming settings and just overall TV navigation. Also, when it came to low latency, honestly, they both were good. I didn't notice anything that would give one an advantage over the other outside of the PS5 issue that I showed you all how to fix early in this video. Gaming on both of these TVs here, I feel like you're gonna be happy either way you go, but the S95C does give you more colors than the LG G3. Now, two more things that I want to talk about before we actually wrap this video up. And the first one is overall software. So, the Samsung S95C is using Tizen as its operating system, and the LG G3 is using WebOS. To me, this is where I felt like the S95C would be a deal breaker for me. Software-wise, I just did not enjoy navigating through menus on this TV. Like I mentioned earlier, it didn't seem fluid and just natural to me. Like simple things like not having an inputs button on the remote control here, but instead having to navigate through the entire menu just to get to the picture settings and picture profile in order to be able to switch inputs and all of that. It just gotta make sense. But when using the LG G3 with WebOS, I just felt like it was a much smoother and more intuitive experience, especially with LG's newest menu and navigation update. Just to me, it just makes everything more natural and easier to flow through to get to what you need to quickly. To me, the experience on the LG G3 is just way better than the S95C. Is this a deal breaker? I honestly think it depends on the type of person you are. Meaning, are you the type of person who tends to use the operating system a lot? Or do you guys just mainly using it with your Apple TV or Nvidia Shield like I do? If that's the case, then this may not be an issue for you. But to me, how you navigate through a TV is part of the full experience that can make or break an experience for you. Now, since I've had these TVs and I've been using them on a daily basis, I haven't experienced any burn-ins on neither one of these panels. And let's be honest, for something like this to happen, I would have to have it much longer than what I've had it. But can burn-ins happen on either one of these TVs? Yes, it can, but I think it depends on the type of content you guys are watching. If you guys are the type of person who tends to watch content that has static images on the screen, like a network logo, for example, and you like leaving your TV on like all day, every day, then this could honestly be an issue for you down the road. But I think with these TV panels having pixel shifting technology, it definitely will help with it long term. Just know that when you guys are buying an OLED TV, this is a risk that you guys are taking. But I've been an OLED owner for almost 2 years now, and I haven't had any issues with burn-ins yet. So, you know, just take that for what it is. So I think overall, both of these TVs are really good. And again, shout out to Best Buy, y'all, for making this video possible, because this is a video I've been wanting to do and just being a sponsor of the channel. So salute to them, man, and all of my hashtag Best Buy Squad people in the comments. I think it mainly comes down to how you guys actually plan on using it and what is more important to you. To simplify things, right? Here's the quick and dirty that I'm gonna give you. if you guys are the type of person who has a very bright living room space, meaning you got multiple windows that lets in a lot of light in your space, and you enjoy a good amount of color with amazing picture profiles like that cinema mode, which is just, oh, that's the best mode on any TV. It's also easy to use, intuitive menu system, great smooth gaming experience, as well as a slim design that's gonna save you money because, again, it comes with that gapless TV wall mount in the box for free. Then, in my opinion, I think the G3 is the better option for you in that case. But on the flip side, if you guys are a person who will have their TV in a moderate lit living room space and you enjoy more accurate color settings right out of the box, then you're also somebody who doesn't really go into the menu settings, all of that, and you don't really care about tweaking anything. Plus, you also like to have that more punchier in-color gaming experience with low latency and smooth gameplay. And you also like a flat panel with the One Connect box that can allow you all to plug in all of your devices and give you a much cleaner look. Then I would say the Samsung S95C is the perfect option for you. Honestly, I really don't think you can go wrong with either one of these TVs. I think they both offer something for the right person. It all depends on what you guys want out of your TVs.